All right. Welcome, everybody. NiP versus Na'Vi. Best of one game. This is the winner's match. Yeah, make a little bit of noise here.
Yeah, just an awesome crowd we have this for this final game in this group. Who will take the...
Who do you think they're going to be cheering for? Do you have a good insight here?
Maybe it's NiP. I don't know.
I think it could be. We're just about to get into the game, so I hope you guys are ready. Also, if you're watching over from Twitch as well, definitely hope you guys are spamming a lot of weird stuff in the chat. We expect that much from you. Now, on Cobblestone as well, those pistol rounds, I mean, I think we've seen a couple of set pistol rounds on Cobblestone, but there really aren't that many to go for. And I think mainly people play the pistol round, especially on T side, really slowly on this map.
Yeah, like, there's no rush, and you just want to show some presence towards B first. Just like, okay, we can go for a fast drop. We're gonna force you back from the B plateau, but usually you see the actual attack going towards the A site, because it's so hard to defend the A site once terrorists are up towards that balcony area. So we can see here on the map right now, and actually gonna go live right now, and Na'Vi starting out on the CT side.
Yeah, the fact that there's a Molotov and a flashbang on, a Molotov and a smoke on Freiburg makes me think they actually could end up at the B-bomb site, but they are going rather aggressively here, and C's taking a bit of a fight. They're rushing him down. NiP, what a quick start here. C's gonna get one kill, but they'll run him over, and Zeus to pick up, get right, Guardian in position. And he should at least get one kill here. That would be a big help to his team, but instead, Forest drops down Flamey, and we're gonna be in a bit of an advantage here for NiP, although they are dropping low on health. Guardian goes down, and Freiburg with an important kill. Now down to Zeus and Edward to try and stop this round from slipping into the hands of NiP with the bomb down as well. The clock is ticking against the CT team here. And Zeus with a good shot there. Edward goes down. Zeus takes out one more player. Now with a triple. One click here on Alu is going to do it. And there it is. Nice flick on Zeus for the quad kill. And Na'Vi going to win the round right then and there. That was impressive work from Zeus.
Yeah, great opening there for NiP. They knew that they were probably going to have one guy going aggressive A-long just to take a peek on the yard and get some information, and they're just gonna, like, okay, let's just keep him there by peeking him from the yard and have Alu just flank him. And so just great opening there from NiP. I think Getright overcommitted a bit there in the drop zone, just going down before the actual push came in. But yeah, just nice try there, but nice clutch there by Zeus.
Yeah, and I mean, you can tell that that was really well planned out by NiP. That you're right, they got the kill over at A-long. They also had the smoke for the doorway. That was one Freiburg was carrying earlier on. So definitely some real thought put into it, and it was real close. They could have worked out for them. Now, Na'Vi here, gonna go with 3 for Masters, 1 M4, and just a single MP, or single submachine gun here on Zeus. So maybe also a bit of respect shown to NiP. They don't want to give up a second round here just due to having insufficient weaponry.
Yeah, exactly, and Freiburg actually going for that Deagle. We see they actually play this round like a default round, NiP. Usually you see people just try to go for a Tech 9 round towards the drop and use some flashes, but NiP just want to go for the picking game here on A.
Well, Zeus gets a good start. Shuts down Getright, who was lurking around up there. Forrest with a nice long-range shot to take down Guardian. That's unreal. Gonna be falling back here a bit. Freiburg goes down, Exist with a kill, and Forrest will fall, and Exist to follow. So some decent damage being put out. If you don't invest more than pistols, is 2 kills good enough for a round like this?
Yes, I mean, you could look at the money system and just say, okay, they only lost 2 players, so that means 1 player will earn money, so they're gonna bank a little. The thing is, you usually use a lot of nades, so if 2 players die, you basically like go out even, and that's like perfectly fine in a position there for NiP. So I think NiP is really happy with that round.
Well, because they got the bomb plant in the first round, they're going to be able to go for the AKs in a round like this. So, and even with 3 smokes, pretty decent buy. And as we did predict, Getright going to be playing that plateau area over by the B bomb site, sneaking on in, and this is where he's such an expert, and he's become an expert at this in spite of the fact that they haven't played the map that much compared to every other map. So he's just been putting in some hard work, some study time on this one. Hiding in the corner here, smoke disappears, and he goes down. Edward playing it far back, and I'm so happy Na'Vi are not playing close to the plateau. That's what I hate when people do, but it actually does work out for them playing a bit further back here. Freiburg spots a couple of people down in the drop zone. Gotta be real careful. Only his face is gonna be showing. If he pops up there, he might get shot down. And that's an interesting position from Seized. He's up in the tree. He's not on the wall. He's actually up here. That's amazing. And Forrest doesn't see it coming. Na'Vi, that's an ace up the sleeve right there.
Yeah, just great position here from Na'Vi, making it a 5 versus 3. bomb is going up here in the middle, and if NiP can actually kill 2 people fast on A and just deny the rotate through the balcony, they actually have an opening in this round.
Freiburg, Alu exist left 3v5 at the moment, and 25 seconds seems like a hopeless cause, but they're going to keep fighting. It'd be a miracle if they could win this round, in my opinion. Freiburg trying to clear all the angles, and NiP are playing so incredibly defensively. They trade quickly there as Guardian gets the kill on Freiburg for a refrag. Exist coming up from behind, just 10 seconds left now. Alu picks up the bomb and rushes for the bomb site, tries to look for the kill, gets seized. 4 seconds. Oh, did he just do it? He has it, puts down the bomb. Alu with a double kill. Now it's a 1v2, goes for the spray. Not going to be able to take down Zeus. But that's actually huge.
Yeah, that's an extremely important plant. And just think, if the time would have gone out, they could have just rushed and killed him, and he wouldn't get any money. So, like, very important that Alu got the plant there. I mean, it still means that Navi hasn't gotten money control yet, so NiP is not in that big of a trouble yet.
No, that's very, very important. Getting the extra kill, putting down the bomb, getting the loss bonus anyway here. It's Tech9 armor. The one issue here, Bjorn, is obviously that NiP is supposed to be playing the stronger side right now. This is a terror-sided map, so they got to be a bit careful. They don't give up too much, but seized here, going to fall back. Molotov being put up, and NiP not going to try and slow down. Grenade to maybe soften it up, and seized will get a kill on Forest. Get right, trying to flank in from behind, and the timing is good. Takes down one. Alu with a kill on seized. And we're back into a 3v3, and here it comes. The Swedish Ninja is going to be right back into the game. Zeus caught jumping out of the balcony and almost goes down there. That was a really scary jump, but he does get the kill, and Alu's going to be last man. He goes down to Flamey, who picks up a double, and Navi, they may get an adjustment and manage to win the round, but that could have been really scary.
And it's really interesting to see if NiP can afford now. They actually went for the Tech9 armor smoke, and they should have saved some money for this round, but they might actually just go for the eco. So now NiP, like, this is not good for them at all. And as you said, like, this is actually a team map right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you agree, but I think you can be all right on the CT side here if you get around 6 rounds, maybe. So, I mean, now we are already at 4. That's a very strong start, obviously. Forest and Alu drop down a little bit. And it seems like Get Right is heading back towards the plateau. And again, now we are not playing close to it any longer. And I'm a huge fan of it. Every other team that I've seen on this map will play really close. And look at Get Right. I bet you at some point he's going to try and take a couple of shots through, and that's where suddenly you get a random headshot, something happens, and then it's all gonna unfold from there. But NiP, the bomb is still far back. They really, really desperately want Navi to come and peek them.
And I think they heard Freiburg jumping down there.
Freiburg gonna lose that fight. Zeus survives with 5 health as well. It's ridiculous, but why would Exist check this corner now? He knows that Zeus is falling back. This is a nice little setup for Navi, and that's Zeus gonna go down eventually, but Flamey there with a kill on Exist, and it's gonna be down to Alu and Forest. Navi are playing a very strong game early on here on Cobblestone, and you can tell NiP, they're really trying, but they're not coming up with an easy answer either. Gonna recommit to the A bomb site, and 30 seconds once again. Seized up here, looking for a bit of a headshot. Gonna fall back into safety, smart play, and Alu goes down, leaving Forest on 3 health. And in a 1v3, goes down to Seized at the end, and Navi just making this really work.
Yeah, and I wonder if Get Right realizes now that they're always playing it defensively on B, which means they can basically just walk out, maybe even 4 people, close to the plateau, and just like on A timing, just completely swarm the players on B. Because that's the biggest issue with playing defensive on B is you can actually like let them go out the plateau then. So it's actually really dangerous if NiP figures this out.
We'll see. They do have the Tech9 and the armor. They have the smokes as well. They could definitely try and go for it. I mean, the only problem is because now we have won so many rounds now, they also have more grenades like Molotovs to try and burn out that plateau if they do rush for it. So it's a bit of an issue there maybe, but NiP is still slowing it down. They are setting up for the smoke, so I think you might be right, Threat, here. It looks like it's going to be a lot more aggressive push here. Flamey with the Molotov, like I was talking about, putting it up all the way up on that plateau, but I think we have to have cancelled already. Flamey's looking for a headshot back here. It's Exist gone down. Flamey running out of bullets and very nearly dying, but he's going to commit again and take down Forest, and Alu rushing up from behind. Now, if the bomb had gone down over there, that would have been a great position for Alu, but as it is, Navi are just locking it down right now.
Yeah, NiP really needs to find an answer to the B play of Navi. Maybe they should actually do the same thing, but without the smoke, because you can see as soon as they telegraphed that they were going there with the smokes, Navi just threw a Molo on the plateau, and if they just go close, just run out with their AKs in their hands and just try to out-aim them, I actually think that would work better for them.
Well, might. 7 health from Flamey at the end, and he got a triple kill. But top fragging is Zeus with 10, 1, and 2. I mean, he's close to followed by C's, but these are not the people we normally expect to be getting a lot of frags, which is scary. It means Na'Vi haven't even put like their strongest players really into play yet. Guardian has the orb over here, but it's 6-0. NiP, I think now is the round for them to win. They gotta connect here. Otherwise, it's just too far out of control.
And just a regular default round here for NiP. Exist Freiburg just working the drop zone, just trying to gain some ground here.
Freiburg already with the jump down, and is he going to be able to fight his way out? They need a good entry somewhere. Zeus putting out a bit of a grenade, but Freiburg not too worried, just 26 health off of him. The bomb is all the way over at the A side of the map, so just a bit of a distraction here in the middle, and they can reconnect if they need to. Freiburg gonna go down, and so will Exist, but they did at least take Flamey out. And Guardian not gonna get the flick, but follow-up kill is right there. Sees to fall. It's down to a 2v3 now. But this time NiP have a lot more time. They've been at 20 seconds earlier, but yeah, right. Gonna go down, coming up from behind. Guardian misses the second flick. Forrest now alone, and he gets dropped by Zeus, who picks up a triple kill, no less. Up at 13 for him. This is just an incredible performance from Na'Vi.
Yeah, and NiP, like, they can't even go up to, like, to mid, like when they're trying to go A. So it feels like NiP might have like practiced their default, and like it has worked every time. And now they're playing Na'Vi, and like it doesn't work. So they have to find, like, try something new. Even if they don't have something planned, they have to improvise now. And NiP was actually known for being good at like anti-stratting their opponents mid-game.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can do that now.
This is definitely a cause for a lot of concern right now if you're NiP. Because I'm absolutely sure Na'Vi will have some stuff up their sleeve when it comes to the terrorist side. We've seen them do that a couple of times already in the online season.
Now let's see if they use the smokes. I think they're gonna win if they just do not telegraph that they're coming.
Already putting a bit of pressure into the drop zone here, and Freiburg will go down, but get right with a follow-up there. Edward with a really quick flick there, gonna take down one. Has the Tech 9 out that he's stolen, which is a really, really good secondary weapon there. And we're into a 3v3, so maybe a decent chance here for NiP to actually get something done, but the Molotovs come out, and Alu, is he going to be roasted? No, it doesn't spread quite wide enough, and he wants to get the jump up onto the box here inside the bomb site, but seized, he saw it coming, and Forrest getting close, going to take down Guardian, and now we're going to be in a 2v2. NiP got to win this, but Seized will take down another one for a triple, leaving Forrest alone to clutch it in a 1v2. Checks the angle all the way, drops him, but Seized behind him with a quad kill. Na'Vi are setting this up so thoroughly. I mean, it's really, really meticulous Counter-Strike right now.
Yeah, exactly. And NiP actually did what we asked them to do there. They actually went for the B push without the telegraph, so they just went close, just ran out. And just imagine if they would have had AKs there instead of Tech 9s. I mean, Forrest left in a 1v1, and they only had Techs. So maybe they will actually try to do the same thing now, but with AKs.
Alu has that AWP, so maybe they could make him have an opening as well. But I mean, Na'Vi haven't really been showing themselves much. It's hard for Alu to even pick a fight with anyone. And now Na'Vi will switch it up and play closer to the plateau. And immediately I'm thinking, no, don't do it. It's been working so well. It's worked for 8 rounds in a row, not doing it. But Edward is here, and Get Right is putting a couple of shots through randomly, while Forrest is pushing middle. The bomb's still far back. NiP, 8 rounds in a row. They've been trying to find an opening kill on Na'Vi, and the CIS team, they've given them nearly nothing. And there's actually Edward winning the fight against Get Right over at their plateau, taking him out. And another good start for Na'Vi.
Yeah, and NiP just look scattered right now. I mean, they have control of mid now, so they have to take control of like deep A control long, because they have to split the site. They can't leave A alone now. They have to really take control of it.
Nice shot from Forrest. And NiP are back in the round. It's about 35 seconds left, so they gotta get onto this bomb site. Forrest is gonna shoot out the vents and walk through, but Edward with the perfect timing to stop him. Alu with a good shot there on Guardian. And just being the better offer that time around, it's going to be Freiburg going down. The bomb is dropped inside the site. Seized getting 1 and 2 and looking for the triple. Alu, the last man standing with 20 seconds left. He has to clutch this. They need this round. NiP, they are getting destroyed on this map. And Alu picks up a kill now. Just has to get down this bomb, but Edward sneaking so close. And Alu clutches it and picks up the first round. And NiP, now they're on the board.
Yeah, excellent play there from Alu, predicting that the last player was going to try to push him close when he was going to go for the plant, since it was only 10 seconds left. So just a great read there by Alu, and NiP manages to put up their first round there on the board.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, and it's from Alu as well. So many weird memes going around. I dare you, Twitch chat. Spam bot Alu if you dare, but he just brought NiP the first round. Sneaking close here, get right, looking for an opening, and this is ridiculous. Now we win 8 rounds in a row, but as soon as they lose one, they're going to be ecoing. I mean, they had the one rifle here on Edward, but that's about it. And NiP getting into the B bomb site real quick. They see this coming, and should be a second round here. There's a chance for NiP to get back in this game still.
Yeah, this is crazy. I think Navi actually died 2 or 3 people every single round they won, so NiP always managed to apply the pressure on their economy, and should be an easy round here for NiP.
And there it is, Exist with a good double kill. Edward, last man alone. He was flanking around. Not the worst idea if his teammates could have stayed alive and held on to it. So that's 2 here for NiP. And Exist with the double kill. Forest currently chop fracking on the NiP side, and on the Na'Vi side it's Seized, and then Zeus. Again, that is a surprise.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what NiP decides to do here. I mean, Na'Vi has been like winning all the clutches, because every round has basically come down to a like 2-on-2, 2v3 clutch round for both teams. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if NiP sticks to their default round, or they try to just go for a B push like they did last round. It actually looks like they're just going for their default here.
Can they actually break the Na'Vi defense? They've done it twice, but one of them was just pistols. And I mean, the thing is for Na'Vi now, no Molotovs to stop that plateau, no AWP on Guardian, so things are already looking significantly worse. If Na'Vi could have broke Na'Vi much earlier on in this round, it would have been a very different picture, but Na'Vi just managed to stay alive all throughout, and that's why NiP are now essentially with their backs to the wall here. Bomb is still making its way down. It's going to be Zeus to drop Exist, who is trying to get into a drop zone here. Freiburg will follow up and trying to play as close as he can. He's making some noise, and Zeus is wrapping around here. Freiburg with a great kill. Going to be able to drop him, and we're into a 4v4. Smoke goes up, and Freiburg is now just being a thorn in Na'Vi's side. As long as he's in the middle, they can't really do much. They got to worry if no matter which bomb site gets hit, they have to make a rotation, and they have to worry about Freiburg.
Yeah, it's so annoying when somebody's down there. I mean, even if Freiburg can't get back up, like, he's just applying so much damage right now by just being there.
Wait, is he going to get the timing? He's waiting to walk out behind Edward. He feels it coming, and I think he's got Flamey there as well. Freiburg going to walk in, and he goes down. Good timing from Na'Vi. Flamey turning 180, but he gets dropped, trying to fall off the box. Get right with a sick kill, and then Alu picks it up on Flamey as well, and we are back into a 2v2. With just about 19 seconds, the bomb is going to go down, but here comes Guardian sneaking up from behind. He loses a teammate, going to get the 1 kill. They almost lined up. He walks out, and Alu going to miss the shot. Guardian flicks, and there it is. Nice spray, and that will be the round. Even steals the AWP, and that is going to put NiP really in a very deep hole.
Yeah, and once again, the round coming down to a 1v1 situation. I think this might be like the 5th or like 4th or 5th 1-on-1 situation in this game. It's just so even right now. And I actually think what NiP is doing is working. They just like applying pressure on the drop zone, getting like equal trades. It's just they have such a hard time when they actually have to take the B bomb site. They lose so many players.
I mean, it's scary that they actually lined up. I think Guardian hit both of them with the first couple of shots, and then the spray here at the end, I think it's the last bullet as well. That's disgusting, isn't it? But great work on Guardian, obviously, there. We haven't seen too much from him in this game so far, but, you know, a round like that is worth a lot. It's what we sometimes refer to as a high-impact kill.
Yeah, exactly, winning that 1v2, and I don't know how much money NiP has now, actually. I think, did you survive 3 or 4 the last eco round?
Yeah, Edward, I think you're right.
So, and it's so hard when there's only clutches like the entire game. Like every round just becomes so important because you're just going to reset your economy just straight away every time.
If NiP win this, I wouldn't rule it out that they could get to a 9-6 type finish here, because Na'Vi will have a really bad economy for the last couple of rounds. Get right looking over by the plateau. This is what he's so good at, but he hasn't got much of a chance to use it yet. Will catch out Flamey in the follow-up flashbang. Good entry there, and that's what they need. That's what NiP's rounds have always been built upon on this map. Zeus pushing forward, will drop Get right, but he's taking a lot of damage from that Molotov. And it's going to be back in the site here. Still a 4v4 and still a good situation for NiP. They just need more kills in this B bomb site. But Exist will go down. Forest! True Hollywood style, going to be taken down, seized, and dropped. Zeus as well, going to be able to flashbang out, but he gets flanked by Flamey. And now Alu to clutch it again, takes down one. It's Orb versus Orb, it's Alu versus Guardian, and Alu does it one more time. Another clutch here for the Finnish player. NiP going to pick it up, and his old teammate in the background, now coaching the team.
Yeah, and talk about impact kills there. I mean, as you said, Navi's economy is now in shambles. Probably going to be forced to at least one eco, and even if the eco wins, Guardian will probably not be able to afford an op, so clutching that 1v2 once again, Alu just being the MVP of this game so far for NiP.
And you gotta know that now True is gonna be proud of the whole NiP team, but maybe especially Alu, his old teammate in there. Edward gonna go down, it's Get right out on the plateau, just wreaking havoc here. We will drop eventually, but Exist is there to follow it up. And Navi without any armor or anything, it shouldn't be a tough round here for NiP. They should be able to close it out. A bit of a shooting gallery going on over here. Exist actually literally stomping on Zeus as he gets the kill, and Driver to finish it with Guardian, and you can hear the crowd. They're loving it now.
Yeah, it's so awesome to see NiP being able to keep their composure. I mean, you're down 8-0 versus a team as good as Navi. Like, they were playing with a lot of confidence, and you just managed to come back straight away. So impressive stuff here from NiP. And yeah, as I said, 3 FAMASs here on Navi, no open Guardian. This might actually be really tough for them.
But regardless of what happens here, 9 rounds on the CT side of Cobblestone is still a very good result for Navi. So this is definitely all the pressure on NiP to get the last 2 rounds in. Freiburg getting ready to get into the drop zone here, while once again Get Right pushing for an opening over by the plateau. Navi still with that 3-man setup right in between sort of the sandwich area, but they've done a great job so far of actually not getting sandwiched in. There's Freiburg picking up one, but he will go down to Edward. And still a decent situation for NiP right up until the point where Flamey picks up Get Right. Forest is going to go down, seized, winning the fight in spite of having the FAMAS here, and Guardian is going to walk up right behind Alu. Oh no, it's coming, and Alu doesn't even know it. He's sandwiched in, he's going to get wrecked by the FAMAS, and it's going to be down to Exist here. 1v4. And it's really rare you win these type of clutches here, but if he did it now, certainly be a bit of a legendary moment.
Guy on B is actually all alone, so if he manages to get the first frag, but yeah, he's just playing this. This is so smart by the guy on B. He just hides here in the small house and just waits for the plant sound, so great play there from Flamey.
Somehow they've managed to dodge each other entirely. Flamey gonna go for the repeat and will go down to Exist. That's the first step, but now there's a lot more to come. Molotov out, there's still another player who's actually rotated into B, and I think that's Guardian with the AWP. Gonna peek out there, Exist has 15 seconds left, and they're all just rotating in. It's almost impossible. He gets a kill here, turns around, 10, 9, he moves forward, looks for the kill, runs out of bullets as well, pistols out, 6 seconds, 5 seconds seized. Exist, I think it's too late this time, he goes for it. Oh no, it's so close, but he can't get it in the end. Picks up the AWP and gets the kill, but time has run out. What a round!
Why would C's peek there? That was so nice by Exist, but why would C's peek there? Like, all he had to do was hide. Yeah, he's just gonna give us a heart attack, isn't he? Like,
you saw the face on Exist. He felt it. I mean, there's some hidden quality in that player like that. Just look at this ridiculous, very, very near clutch. But it didn't happen, and now NiP, well, at least they have money to buy. 1 more second threat, and he would have been able to put the bomb down at least.
Yeah, that would have been, yeah, as you said, 1 more second, and he would have actually been, like, favored to win that round. This crazy play there from Exist, and once again, coming down to a 1v1 situation, so just looking at now this weaponry, I mean, they won the round, and they have 4 FAMASs and a mag. This tells you the story about this game.
Unreal. And Navi now, I mean, in spite of winning it, they're playing this last round with FAMASs and a mag 7, so maybe not the greatest position for them anyway. Chance that NiP could make this a 10-5. Smokes going up, NiP going back to what's tried and true, and they have been having more luck opening up the plateau here in the last couple of rounds. There's Exist taking out Edward and going for a secondary fight. Pistols out, Flamey doing a good job until Forest shuts him down now. Seized and Guardian left, and They are sort of close to each other here, but they really don't have a lot to work with. Gonna try and make their way through the bomb being down, and Get Right very nearly catches the angle. He's very low, he can't take too many fights like that. Forest also dropping down to 15 health, and they gotta be careful now. One kill there, Get Right looking for a triple, and he's gonna get it as well. Nice round here for the Legend, and that's gonna be 10-5 scoreline.
Yeah, and it's very impressive still from NiP considering they were down 8-0, so, and just great clutch plays there from Na'Vi that entire half. I mean, sure, we saw 2 great play from Alu, but just considering that Na'Vi was forced on eco after they were up 8-0 just tells you basically every round came down to like 2v2 or 3v3, so just Na'Vi having excellent communication in those situations, and that might actually be a thing where experience on a map shows. Like, you have been in a 3v3 before, you know how to play off each other. Maybe NiP is not used to it, so they play more of like solo type of style. So I actually think Na'Vi having more experience on this map is actually showing in this game.
However this plays out, it's going to be a really tough second half here for NiP. A pistol round is an absolute must. They have to do that, and I have to say, even though Na'Vi have Edward, who's definitely a bit of a legend, then NiP still have Forest, and Forest is a monstrous pistol player as well. I expect some big things from him in this round.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that makes it even harder for NiP in this situation. Even if they win the pistol round, defending versus the Glock armor buy on CT Cobble when you can't buy an AWP is actually really difficult. So first they must win the pistol, then they must like keep their economy intact, not lose the force buy, and like just try to go from there. And even then, it's going to be tough. So it's going to be really tough here for NiP if they want to make this comeback.
Well, let's see how it goes. Make a little bit of noise, DreamHack. It's the second half coming up now. NiP and Na'Vi. And I hope you guys at home can feel the atmosphere, although might take a plummet here as Edward takes down Forest. That's the pistol player versus pistol player, and it's Na'Vi coming out on top. The crowd is chanting NiP, and it's Sis here, gonna get the first kill, looking for a second one, doesn't have enough bullets. Ali looking for a shot already long. He's gonna go down to Edward, and Edward is in full raid boss mode. He's got the armor, he's got the Tech 9. Get Right though, he's got 2 pistols, and 2 is always better than 1. Flamey here, looking for a bit of another frag. Strawberry, Get Right there, locked out of the bomb side. The smokes are there to block them, and Get Right goes down. It's Flamey to pick up the kill, and this is looking grim. Na'Vi with an 11th round, and you can see the cheers there. They're feeling it. They're feeling it hard.
And what do you do as NiP now? Do you go for the force buy, which basically means if you lose it, you're almost 100% out of the game, or do you go for the 1 eco to Famas buy? It's just like every decision NiP makes here is just not a decision you want to be making.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, I feel like you're more qualified than I am, and NiP, they've gone for something that we really rarely see. Get Right's Nova shotgun, and yeah, obviously a bit of a save here, but not entirely. It's a bit of a twist in it.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. Maybe they're just trying. Yeah, they're stacking B. Then it makes sense because they're like, okay, we're gonna do a half buy. We're stacking B. If they go towards A, we're just gonna take the exit kills and steal their weapons and try to win the next round. So this is actually a very like smart high-level play from NiP.
Na'Vi through chance or intuition, or I don't know, maybe we're going back to the occult here, but either way, they managed to pick the perfect bomb site for it. So now exit frags, as you said, the name of the game here for NiP. If they could just steal an AK or a Galil or 2. That'd be really good. And Seized, I mean, he might be a candidate for that. He's got a Galil in hand, probably going to get the first kill here. Should be picking up Freiburg, but the rest of NiP kind of slowed it down. Just thought maybe they'd want to take a fight with him early.
Yeah, that's just like showing Seized like really deep understanding of the game. He knew that NiP was going for the B stack and probably knew that they were going to try to surround them when they exit the site. So he just took a deep position onto B, like just denying NiP for going for that sandwich tactic.
12-5 here. Na'Vi, I mean, I don't know, I'm impressed. I really feel like they've brought more than just their A game here for this map. And what's crazy is it hasn't even come down to like a lot of really flashy individual performances for Na'Vi here. They've just had a solid setup over at B, and NiP just could not break it until the very end of that first half. It's really, yeah, well-prepared team we're seeing.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I think it's experience on this map that shows so much right now. And Yeah, NiP forced yet another full eco, so the score is probably going to be 13-5 in favor of Na'Vi. And like, how do you come back from that as NiP? I don't know. Like they have to show me.
Yeah, 13-5. It's definitely possible, but they need something really cool rolling for them. And I'm still looking to see what Na'Vi are actually going to show us here. Get right, getting caught trying to cross back in, and the stack over at B once again. Not really going to be put to use here as Na'Vi are going to walk in, so I don't know.
And going for the boost here. Just going to go for the exits once again.
What scares me is that if Na'Vi have really figured out a decent way to hold the B bomb site, that probably also means they have a decent way of attacking it. Like you have the understanding on one side of the spectrum. Like once you cross over and you're the ones attacking, you understand how that works as well. So I imagine actually Na'Vi have a pretty big edge right now.
Yeah, I completely agree. do think Na'Vi will go for default first, just to see how NiP defends the plateau. And if NiP will play the same way as Na'Vi did, I think they're just going to answer it straight away with the push I'm talking about. Yeah. Or they just do the non-telegraphed push close by and just swarm the guy like boosted at the tree area.
Well, it's do or die time for the Swedish team here. 13-5 is indeed the scoreline they're going to be able to buy. And it's pretty much all gonna be on this round. If they lose it, Na'Vi, I mean, they could buy again at 15-5, but that won't be fun at all, and it won't even be like a great buy at 15-5. It won't be the full buy. Alu with the AWP.
Yeah, and I think NiP really needs to win this with like 4 or 5 players remaining as well.
And Na'Vi, you said a bit of a standard push. It's pretty much what's coming here as well. A couple of people are going to be down in drop zone. A couple of people are going to be out on the plateau. And Freiburg playing fairly aggressively here. Even, I think, trying to take a jump to see if he can see anyone there. Molotovs raining in, smokes and flashbangs as well. And it's a really early push, especially by Na'Vi standards. This is fast as hell. Freiburg gonna get caught, but he actually does get the kill there on Zeus. That looked scary for a moment. He goes down to Edward, and Forrest with a good refrag there. Bomb still dropped really far back, so I'm not actually sure what Na'Vi's plan is here, because even if they win this fight, they somehow have to run back and pick up the bomb. Seems like a crazy plan. Gerwag gonna pick up one here. Guardian comes with a spray, and Flamey also took down Exist. So we're in a 2v2. Forrest gonna win the fight and gonna get a double kill. Nice in the end there for Forrest, and NiP are gonna win it.
Yeah, a must-win round there for NiP. The problem is they died 3 people, so a lot of pressure on their economy right now. So once again, they're in a round that they have to win. So
now,
yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Back a couple of years ago, when I actually did a lot of casting with Natu, he was the guy that sort of coined this phrase for me. He said, "Look, at a professional level, you're this far behind. You got to think just one round at a time," and that's sort of become something we brought up again and again. You have to have that mentality. You can't look at the score difference. You say one round at a time. We'll win the next one. We'll the next one, and suddenly you're there. So I'm glad that it's Natu standing behind NiP right now, because they desperately need that.
Yeah, NiP has done this before, so it's absolutely not impossible. And now the bomb going towards A now. He's just gonna put some pressure onto the drop zone there. Probably not gonna see a push in the next 30 seconds. Now he's playing defensive.
Yeah, well, they get the kill on Forrest, and maybe that's what sparked them here, but nice refrag from Alu. Very important. He's going to be pushing up, and actually, I think that Molotov just saved Alu, at least for a couple of moments. Otherwise, Flamey might have got the angle, but Guardian take down Exist, and now Alu, he's trapped in this corner, not going to get the shot. Flamey will finally get the kill, and now Freiburg can get right to left. Get right, going to go down. And Freiburg, he can't even really attempt to retake this. He just has to try and hold on. And Na'Vi are already coming for him. And this is disaster. This is a map-winning round for Na'Vi, essentially.
You can actually see the difference in the way Na'Vi and NiP defends the A side. Aldo had the A long, and Forrest just tried to go for the duel in mid, whilst Na'Vi went for like, either we play 2 people A long, or we're gonna play both of our mid and just try to stick together. And that's why it's really bad for Forrest to just take a single duel there in mid, because if it goes down, Alu is left all alone there. Yeah, I mean, you can tell the kind of trouble that they were in there. Alu not even really sure where to look at the end there. 14-6, and we're having a single mag 7 on Freiburg, and then it's pistol armor and everyone else. Grenade right in Get Right's face here. Na'Vi, man, they are so well prepared at the moment, not leaving anything to chance. Yeah, and the bomb is going towards the plateau now, and he's getting that first kill. This is going to be so tough. Freiburg has to get at least 2 kills if they want to win this round.
Well, he's ready for it. Smoke is up. He's going to shut down Edward. Gets a second kill. Oh, the smoke sprays and almost takes out Flamey. 11 bullets left, and Freiburg looking for a triple here. Going to get a chance to reload, but you can hear the crowd. They're chanting in the background. They definitely believe that the comeback could happen here. Get right, going to take down Susan. It's going to jump around. Oh my God, with the AK as well to take down the remaining Na'Vi player.
And just as you said, Anders, 1 round at a time now. I mean, it's a long road ahead, but it's just great play there from Freiburg. A bit lucky getting the headshot there on Guardian, but that's exactly what you need if you want to come back from this situation.
Just a little bit of silence. You can tell everyone is holding their breath right now. They're not really sure if they can put their trust in them here, but 14-7, and with the 22nd round coming up now, NiP can't budge an inch. No mistakes from here on out. It's going to be perfect Counter-Strike, and Guardian waiting at the edge. Smoke goes up, but not going to get the timing down. Alu just almost baiting out the shot there, and a bit of a mixed buy coming up from Na'Vi as well.
Yeah, and now if Na'Vi loses this, they are actually forced on Eco, which means NiP gets some breathing room, being able to build some economy. Looks like the bomb is going towards A-Long, and typical Na'Vi style, only 1 minute left, and they haven't even got to control A-Long yet.
Oh, nice angle. Freiburg getting the kill, Alu getting overrun, but there's back up there. Oh, Forrest goes down. Guardian covering his teammates from the back line. That was very impressive. And now Get Right is going to run down into the middle. Is he really going to try and flank around? I think he will. Exist going to get smoked off, but Get Right. Now, this is where he does his best work. Walking up behind. Na'Vi have no idea, but here it comes. He's going to wait. He spots the first guy, gets the kill. Sprays on a second. Bomb goes down. Pistols out. Get Right. He finally drops the Guardian, but what a great block there. And it's going to be into a 2v2 now. Freiburg and Exist are left. But the bomb is ticking away, and Na'Vi have a good shot at doing this. They just have to stop anyone from getting onto that bomb site, and they're going to be good. Missing a shot is Guardian. Grenade going to be out here. And Seas goes down to Freiburg. That's a stunning headshot. Guardian gets 1 kill, wants to re-peek Exist, and he's playing a great game. Guardian is so good at this. Triple kill already, looking for the peek. He's going to miss the shot for the bomb. It's too late here. Exist gets the shot, but he has to run. And it's going to be match and map point for Na'Vi. Nice round from Guardian. Really intelligent play.
Yeah, that was a sick shot from Freiburg, but the round was basically lost when Alu and Forrest were playing aggressive in A-Long, and they didn't manage to get a single kill between them. But you could just see that Na'Vi was playing very default-like, just playing it slow, using the flashes, and yeah, as I said, Alu and Forrest not getting a single kill when playing 2 guys A-Long, and that's basically what lost them that round.
So at 15-7, NiP would have to win 8 rounds straight, and then we'd be playing overtime. It's not impossible. I mean, Na'Vi got 8 rounds in a row when they were playing on that CT side. But somehow, you got to imagine the pressure on NiP is just a little bit different here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see Na'Vi going for an A push, but very slow. The bomb is towards A. Just playing it very, very slow, and I think they actually are using a tower just to peek if NiP is boosting, because it's very common to boost the drop room as CT when you're low on money, so great play there from NiP expecting that boost.
Bit of a pop flash in here, and Guardian actually holding so far back behind the wall there, he couldn't really get flashed. So he just spots a guy running down, which is also decent information, and knows at least 2 people over here. They're gonna jump down right in the face of Get Right. Gonna get the kill. Exist to fall as well after taking out 1, but that's gonna leave them in a 4v3 at the moment. Freiburg with an important frag there, taking down Edward, and he's just lining him up and dropping them down, and Alu to pick up Zeus as well, which means Guardian now alone. And he goes down to Alu again. The Finnish sniper saving NiP round for round. And that will be another round on the board.
Yeah, and wouldn't be surprised if Na'Vi just went for a full eco now. There's no point in force buying when you have 15 rounds, since NiP obviously is not going to be forced to an eco round. And still they actually decide to go for the force buy here. This is very odd play from Na'Vi.
Yeah, but it might work if Alu's going to be playing close enough here. They're already down. He gets a good shot there and actually will make it back to safety. Forrest picking up 1, and headshot there, going to end up bringing him down, but still not too bad here for NiP. They're still in a pretty good position, and Susan Flamey shouldn't be able to get much more out of this round.
There should have been easy cleanup here for NiP. Only flame left here from A-Long. Just doing some good damage though, but...
Come on, Flamey. Shooting and running with the Tech-9 and almost dropping two NiP players.
Like, that's an annoying thing with the Tech-9. Like, the first bullet goes very straight, and you'll usually like get the headshot, but after that, it just goes all over the place. So it's actually really hard to finish off the kill with the Tech-9.
Yeah. So you get a taste, almost the kill, and then you're not quite there.
And a full eco now for Navi. Like, they should have gone for 2 full ecos in this position. It doesn't make any sense at all that they bought the Tech-9s last round.
15-9. Need another 6 round out of the Swedish team here for this to work out. Freiburg playing close to the statue, and they only have Glocks and no armor. He's trying to run back, but actually getting caught and ends up dropping down. And NiP, they should just slow it down here. They don't have to fight right now, and Navi gonna get another kill before GetRight finally steps it up and takes down Flamey. But this is almost a bomb plant that Navi should have never had here. And also a 4v3 at the moment. Zeus has a rifle picked up. I don't think they could get to Freiburg's, and there's a good grenade. And GetRight coming in, and it should be a bit of a cleanup here. Guardian flanking around. Seized, almost winning that fight. Still got a couple of bullets left. He goes down, and so does Guardian.
Yeah, but that round was way too close for now, really winning that round. And GetRight going down to 5 HP. I mean, they only had Glocks. I think they had like 1 P250 and 4 Glocks, so... I wonder if that will trigger a B push now for Navi, and they like notice, okay, we almost win a round towards B with only Glocks. Maybe we should try this now with AKs.
Well, we're about to find out. 10-15. Orb still in Alu, and they've picked up one on Guardian as well. And he's going to be looking for a frag. They knew that Alu was doing this peek earlier, so they want to try and see if they can catch him doing it again. And Guardian, did he spot it? Alu already made the crossover, gonna go back and actually crouch into it, and doesn't get the shot there. Definitely an opening, and a shot that I'd expect Guardian to normally hit there.
A very uncharacteristic shot there from Guardian, and tower here from... Oh, GetRight's actually being boosted up here. I wonder if Seist will... I think Seist knows about this, since there's a smoke here. At least he's going to check, so this might be bad for GetRight.
Yeah, he definitely should have a good clue. Coming for it. GetRight still wins the fight, trying to fall back down, and he makes it out. Although he did lose a lot of health in that skirmish, so... Nice frag again from Freiburg. That's 3 times now for the smoke, and he's going to get another headshot, taking down Zeus, dropping the bomb. Flamey's down as well, and it's on Edward now in a 1v4. And listen to that crowd.
And that's just the power of having a player like Freiburg. As you said, like playing them up on the B plateau is basically impossible. But having a player like Freiburg, it just makes it work.
Threat, you introduced NiP a little bit here on this map by saying, well, GetRight and Forest have been playing a little bit further away from their usual level, and you said Freiburg is the same. I actually think Freiburg is, out of all of them, is the one that's been playing furthest away from his top level. So this is obviously really impressive, just picking up a couple of really good kills there. And Edward trying to stay alive here with no time left at all. Gonna be shutting down Exist. Oh, up in the sniper spot, no! Not gonna get it! Edward picks up GetRight. That's important, otherwise he'd have no money at all.
Yeah, that was a very sick shot from Edward. It was like vertically just aiming up towards the T-tower. And gonna be interesting to see how much money Navi has now. Actually going for a half buy. And as I said earlier, just imagine if Navi would have gone for that full eco instead of going for that tech armor buy. They would have actually been able to buy AK armor in this round. So
yeah,
that's still like a good for NiP.
Oh, and Alu shutting down C. He's going to go for the re-peek. A little bit scary here, trying to get back around the corner, and ends up getting down by Zeus. Forest charging into the middle. That smoke still covering a little bit, but he might have to fall back and play it safe. I mean, they have the superior weapons. They don't actually have to fight that much.
Yeah, he has to fall back. If Force would have gone down there, the round would basically have been over, or at least been very likely for Navi to win it. So great play there from Force, just playing it safe, falling back, waiting for his teammate to rotate to control that A-long area, and passive play here from Navi once again. You see Zeus going towards the B site actually with the bomb, which seems to be very indecisive.
Yeah, they're not quite sure right now. They're sort of thinking about it. And we're going to put up a smoke. I'm wondering if that's a bit of a fake, if he's just going to make some noise here. If they walk out middle, sad thing is GetRight up on the side doesn't have a flashbang, so he can't even flash Forest in, but Forest is just checking anyway. But I think if they had a flashbang here, there'd be some sort of setup between the two Navi players, and Forrest and Get Right play without that much communication because they've been playing together for so long. They sort of instinctively know how each other play. 25 seconds. Na'Vi, this is very, very close. I mean, it's almost ridiculous to have 25 seconds at this point. And Guardian goes down, and Forrest picks up one, and Get Right with a double kill, and Freiburg at the end to drop Edward. And
yeah, great play there from NiP, and like it doesn't really make any sense for Na'Vi to wait that long. I mean, they basically took control of mid and A long, and then they just waited for 45 seconds, which means that like when they actually do the push towards the A site, they're committed to it. Like they can't fall back, and I mean, that's still great for NiP, though.
The dream is still alive here at 15 to 12. It's not happening yet, but if it really did, that would be a bit of a legendary moment almost. Edward just admiring his own gun as the rest of Na'Vi are setting up. They have a little bit of presence over here by Seized. Still would love to see Na'Vi go for a real B push, like a real sandwich between drop zone and plateau. They haven't really done that too much here, but they have a couple of more tries before things start to get really tricky.
And slow round here towards mid from Na'Vi. The thing is, I don't think NiP has any clue that Na'Vi is actually down here in mid, so if Na'Vi can make a fast push here towards A, I think they might catch NiP off guard.
Well, Get Right, tricky angle here. It looks like Seized is well aware that that's a possibility, just going for the quick peek here. 28 rounds in, and it's getting really tricky. 40 seconds on the clock. NiP playing very passively, unlike the previous round where they had Alu pushed up as far as they had. This time NiP really far back in the sight, and Na'Vi, they're realizing now they're not even holding close. We have to get all the way in the bomb side to fight it here. And it's going to be at 25 seconds that they go for it. And Seized with a good opening there. Alu with a swift return. Going to get one. Not going to get the second one here. It's Seized and Zeus picking up two extremely important kills. And now they're covering the plateau as well, or the balcony there, making sure no one gets into the side. Get Right going to pick up one, but a swift return from Guardian. This is looking very lucky. Na'Vi, they can definitely do it here. They're in a 2v3. Assist spray's not going to connect. Freiburg takes one. Freiburg takes a double. It's now 1v1. He just has to find Zeus. Going to be crouching in here. And he's going to get the kill as well, the triple, and there's plenty of time. Freiburg clutches it one more time on Cobblestone. I can't believe it.
I cannot believe NiP actually won that round. They were in a 3v4. They were stuck in connector. Na'Vi had control of the balcony and the connector area, so like there were two choke points that NiP could come out from, and Freiburg managed to get 3 kills, but how?
I have no idea. There's something about Freiburg and Cobblestone, isn't there? I seem to recall we've had a couple of highlight moments in the past as well. And that puts Na'Vi in this really strange position here. AWP, but it's not all on this round. I mean, they can probably still buy in the next round, but it's going to get really scary now for the CIS team. And they can feel it too. It's come so close. I mean, if you can't win from that 4v3, you start to question yourself, maybe, you know, what will it take for us to win? What do we need? How big of a lead do we need?
Yeah, that round was just crazy, and I wouldn't be surprised if Na'Vi just decides to go for the same thing, because doing that round put them in like such a superior position, as we said, that they, like, it's almost shouldn't be possible to lose for Na'Vi in that position, and actually looks like they're trying to do the same thing.
Well, Seized looking for a headshot there, and Get Right going to go down. He tried the exact same thing as last time, where he went close and put up a flashbang, and this time Seized, he saw it coming, going to end up taking him down. And Alu scoped up right at the edge, and we can tell that Guardian's on the other side. Slovakian player, is he going to go for it? A bit of a grenade here, and he's actually just going to be playing right at the edge of it. Alu jumping, it's going to get the first shot there on Flame. He repeats the middle and takes down Seized. He's going for a third one. A quick flick to take down Zeus. What a play! And Guardian finally puts it in here to the Finnish terror, but it might have been too late. There's only 18 seconds left. And Edward and Guardian, they're playing a man down, and Forrest is on the side. And Forrest is just waiting here, gonna peek out. He actually goes down to Edward, and that's a bit of a misstep there. That's gonna give Na'Vi a real chance to close this game out now, as the bomb goes down, and Freiburg does too. It's Exist left in a 1v2, and he's gonna sneak up close to the site here. He realizes Guardian is back there somewhat. He probably knows where Edward is as well. Gonna just edge his way around here, and it's a free kill on Edward, but now comes the problem. Last time he couldn't clutch this assist, he just didn't have the time for it. And Guardian walks out and finishes the game at 16-13. What a great map from Na'Vi here, really impressive.
Yeah, very impressive play from Na'Vi, just showing that they have a lot of experience on this map. And I mean, great try there from NiP doing the comeback, but like if you're down, I think it was like 15-6, 15-7. I mean, it's just too many rounds to work with.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shocking result, and you can see that NiP, they're not too pleased with themselves either. If only they had, I mean, that 8-0 scoreline at the beginning, I think that's what came back to sort of haunt NiP at the end.
Yeah, and those 8 rounds were like all clutches as well. It wasn't like Na'Vi was just shutting them down. It was like 3v3 situations where they're like going up the site and Zeus managing to get like 2 players from the side and stuff like that. So just like great play from Na'Vi in the clutches in the beginning of the game. That basically won them that match.
Yeah, really, really crazy game. What do you guys think? A bit intense at the end?
Richard invoked the hashtag NiP Magic, and so we got a little bit of it there. Just a classic NiP CT side Cobblestone game. I mean, that was literally giving me flashbacks of Cologne, that round where they were in the 3v4, and that in that position where they are there's no way you should be able to win that. But somehow they did it.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, what do you think happened? Those first 8 rounds for NiP where they just, I mean, obviously, as Threat was saying, clutches all over the place, but it just seemed like if they could have broken Na'Vi just a little bit earlier, this would be 16-13 in favor of NiP instead.
Okay, I'm going in favour of the HLTV.org crowd now. You are the biggest NiP homer ever. NiP win a billion like fluky, close NiP Magic rounds in a row. And you're like, what if they did just won every close round?
What if 87-0 never stopped?
Yeah. Why isn't the game fair? If everyone was lucky, wouldn't NiP just win all the time? Okay, Anders. Yeah. No, it wouldn't have. I think actually there's a pretty even distribution of luck. Well, Na'Vi got a bit of it earlier, NiP got a bit of it later, and in the end, Na'Vi, because they got to 15, they won. We're
going to have plenty of time to pick the bones of the game, but first we're going to go and have an interview with a victorious Guardian who put in another great performance, so take it away, Dan.